should already know how I'm stepping. Saying you want love for the essence, this time I'll be the one to address it. No ABCs, but I got that for your efforts. New Van Cleef for the necklace. Being that voice in the trenches, so tell me what's your preference. I'ma keep my cool if you stay composed. And when your boy gets home, I don't wanna hear no chat about. If you ain't got proof, then leave it alone. I'm on the road trying to keep us afloat. While you want space and a reason to grow. If things are best left kept on the low, then I think you should leave that after the tone.
Was it too much to ask for? You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything. Anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave you everything.
See, I would've done anything for you. Now you won't pick up when I call you. It was late night texting to a yawning. Nowadays I'm overthinking till the morning. Switched up and turned without a warning. But I know my heart forever bleed. Truth is that strangers like magicians. Never knew them tricks were up your sleeve.
Hey, I'm sick of this back and forth. It's starting to get contagious. I had to put the bridges out you built. What I felt inside would have been outrageous. Stop acting, think I believe that. That's catfish, poor performance. What's your number, please, or contact. Buzz you up so I can call that appalling.
Can't tell me like, what do you want? Yeah, tell me like, what do you need? French tip when you're doing your feet. New LV when you fly overseas. Call plumbing cause I'm at a been swimming cause I'm in a deep. Don't call me, you already know. I'm on the road and you for the streets.
Young on it ain't the same. I guess we're on different things. I guess now we're distant strangers. You said there's no fun to blame, but I was not the one to change. 'Cause I was not the one to save you. You were my everything. Now I regret everything. I wanted you here with me, but you didn't want that. I'm doing anything. I don't know what's you're in. I wanted you here with me, but it was too much to ask for. You know that I had you.
Opened in 2020 and immediately one of the main attractions here on the Las Vegas Strip. Welcome everyone to Allegiant Stadium. Today, two teams hailing from the AFC between the Denver Broncos and the Las Vegas Raiders. One final month to push for the playoffs or start preparing for the future. Here we go in Week 14. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
70 Lions, 7 Pirates, 19 Lions. Ready, right?
First play is to the air. They're going deep here right off the rim. And what a way to get this one started, but his deep shot falls incomplete. And that's going to be something to watch as this game goes on, Brock. We know they like to take their shots throughout.
Yeah, and we know this league today, Kate, loves to play that umbrella coverage, right? Try to keep everything in front of them.
Yeah.
The only way you're going to get behind them is to take shots like that one.
Get it. Cougar 19, trap 60, 79 Broncos. Go.
Milton going to throw again here, 2nd and 10. That's complete to the back, Ashton Genty. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. The rookie from Texas there on the tackle.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Broncos bringing out an extra DB on 3rd down.
Come on. Set. Viking 18, top 9, Warriors 7, 60 Bobcat. Ready.
Out of the gun, it's Milton. Complete beyond the marker. And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Panthers, let's go. Hawks. 70, hop, 70. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Dragon, 60. Let go.
Here's Milton, 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a short gain.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Here we go. 60.
Genty from the gun. He's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line of gain.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Ready. Cougar 19.
Back to Genty. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
On the set.
All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. This is Genty. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's simply a bet being made that not only is your call or scheme better, but that your players just want it more than the big fellas on defense do. And clearly on that one, they did.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Offense is set. 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18. Go. 70. Traffic. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Shotgun snap here to Milton. Catch is made in close. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Ready.
Solid opening drive so far, Brock. Few chances to cap it here. This is 1st and goal.
Come on.
Genty is in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders finish up an excellent opening series. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. 2nd drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. There's the fake. Here's Nix. This is Ingram working the left side. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this 1st quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Gets it downfield, on target to Sutton. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
All set to go now from the 35. Throwing on 1st down, Nix. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Nix's pass. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. First play is going to be a give to Genty. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Drake Greenlaw getting there for the stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
65, Dragon 60, 19 Lions. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Back to throw. Here's Milton. Absolutely fires this one right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Deputy! Cougar 19!
To the air on 3rd and long. Hits his running back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
And they down this one right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Gotta be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Continuing to move past the 45. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a Broncos first down. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They're looking at 1st down here. Giving this to Harvey. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. 15 there. And it's going to be 1st down Denver.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. But frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
We've set it downs from the 37. Nix with it on 1st. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun hands off to Harvey. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Third down, and they need to get 10. They'll air it out on third. That one's cut along the left sideline. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's a money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos start to fight back with their first points of this game. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Will Lutz now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos tie this game 7-7. We've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Returnable from the 2. And he's out of bounds, approaching the 25. A couple yards short at the 23. The Las Vegas offense is set. First and 10. Shotgun give here to Genty. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Now Milton to throw. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They get 22 out of that play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route, and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Milton. It's Genty underneath. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, it's difficult on the defense.
Here's a quick pass, cut outright. Not available to him, it's still a 38. Last season's Defensive Player of the Year, Matt Surtain, hauling him to the ground. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
He's going to throw it again. It's a screen play to Genty. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
With that down the distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. So long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
60 by 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Warriors, 70s.
To throw, Milton. He's got it near the 8. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gain 18 play.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Hold it ready.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Ready. Ready.
Here's Genty. And he's in for the touchdown. The Raiders take a second quarter lead. Carlson to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7.
14. Broncos 7.
The Raiders kicking team is out there and they'll boot this away. Here's a return from the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. He finds Ingram working downfield here. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. They fake the handoff. Now Nix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not at the standard they set for themselves.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Complete to Mims. And he's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. They'll throw again. Nix. Finds a seam down the middle. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Nix to throw again. Now set up the screen here. It's Harvey. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator quarterback will be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Throwing again. Here's Nix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You want throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Jamal Adams with the INT. And the Raiders will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. Hand off to Genty. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Drop 60. Kevin Pirates. Kevin Pirates.
Shotgun snap here to Milton. Chased out to his right. Moving right. Airs it out down the sideline. He's got it inside the 25. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Raiders will add to their lead at the end of the half. Carlson now to add one more. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Raiders double their lead to 14. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. That's some decent running there. Gets them 4. It's going to be 2nd down. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Fielded at the 7. And he breaks the 20 on the return, but only just. That is one up to the 21 and out of bounds. All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. Play action with Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback. And they didn't either.
Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see. Here's 2nd and 19. Give up the middle to Harvey. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. That's a rookie out of Iowa State, Darian Porter, on that tackle.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to Jordan Lynch, incomplete.
You never ever keep this offense like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
And that punt hits and kicks out of bounds beyond the opposing 35.
At their own 33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33.
Here we go. Cowboy 80. 60 boxes.
Giving this to Genty. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Vacates quickly left side. Makes the grab in bounds left side. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be first and goal.
It is just so hard, Kate, to get these true explosive runs. But what it does now is it especially sets the table in prime scoring position.
Breaking the huddle. Here's first and goal.
Viking 18.
Jency. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of time.
And he hauls it across for the Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders push their lead further to start the half. Carlson to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders stretch their lead to 21.
Raiders 28, Broncos 7.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Marvin Mims now to return it. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
On the return, the Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's first and 10. Throwing here, Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good jump, and it was nearly a big play.
Looking for a pass on second and short. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Making it even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Broncos.
Nix from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
There's no question, Kate, the big plays down the seam over big tight ends is fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Offensive line, this is second and 4. Nix off the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Throws this one deep down the right side. Brought in inside the 20. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock. So unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got first and 10 from the red zone. From the red zone on first. And they're going to score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos shrinking the lead some in the third. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos get it back to a 14-point game.
Broncos 14.
Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
Off the play fake. Here's Milton. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Cup 19. 7-5, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Out of the gun, it's Milton. Finds him over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
That's a modest little drag route. But if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out.
Count to 60, count to 60. 79 Broncos. I got it.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that brings up 4th and long. The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. And they get to this one inside the 10. They stopped it right at the 9-yard line. This, our last play of the quarter. There's the fake. Here's Nix. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's Broncos football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the 4th. Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. To throw, here's Nix. Big catch made, and he got 4 feet in. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's going to be 1st down Denver.
When you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. Without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
That one's cut along the left sideline. He's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it.
That's another Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Nix with it on 1st. Outright, and Ingram makes the grab. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He finds his back, Harvey. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that 1st down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
An 8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. That hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
I think every analytics book got there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Genty on the give. He's headed right. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Broncos' 46-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Tag. 70 Timberwolves. 65 Chap. 65 Chap 60. Chap 60.
Now Milton to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Milton now on 3rd down. Put the body on the line for his team. 28-yard pickup there. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space behind those completions outside the pocket.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Check.
Give up the guts. It's Genty. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. No. Mustang 19. 6.
Milton now. That's complete to Bowers outright. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. He felt them pick it up anyway. He wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
70 Timberwolves.
Holds in. Again, it's Bowers. And they take it out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Ready.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead.
Ready. Viking 18.
Back to throw. Here's Milton. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays on the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
After the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 5.
Come on. Set. Go.
Genty again. And this is headed the wrong way. He's closed in on for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. That is incomplete. He keeps feeding it to his back, but this one a rare miss. That's going to bring up 4th down. Daniel Carlson out to try this Raiders field goal. High percentage look for him here from the left half. Carlson's kick is good. And that makes this a 3-score game.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. His field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. In trouble now, and the ball is out. And this is going to be Raiders football.
You know, that just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is at a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
Straight ahead with Genty. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Raiders ready to pick up their 8th win of the season. Another snap from the 8 here in 2nd and goal.
Let's go. Ready.
They're going to try with the wideout. And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Carlson now to add one more. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Raiders make it a 24-point ball game.
Broncos 14.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Returning it from the 4. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. This finds Franklin. And this is going to be a 4-yard gain. They're out to the 24. Hurry up offense now as time runs down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And it's going to be stopped right around the 37. Working quickly here.
And the Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Nix now on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe block as he's set out. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for Broncos 1st down.
1st down. A gain of 14. 1st down, Denver.
Once more, it's Nix. That's into the hands of Franklin. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Nix to throw again. Going all the way to the end zone here. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. And the Raiders are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his 1st career interception.
Okay, that's far from the 1st time we've seen him throw into the wrong team, but this one was probably the most costly.
Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. Now it's Genty. And they're going to take him down finally, but not before he puts his own goal line well in that rearview mirror. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Design quarterback run here. So put this in the win column for the Raiders. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happened over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
Black beans taking out it. We gon' pop a couple. While they poppin' paparazzi pictures. I got my in the back and my bros in the front leading. He keep looking at me, I'ma make that boy. I'm a his friend too, baby, I'm a whole cheater. We can go to France, Avatar, y'all both need a real one. More coin than your last one. Baby, damn, he ain't that fun. I mean, do we got a song with that punk? I mean, do we hit the club in this song? Come on. Do we rock a weed 30 inches long? Do we got a sold out tour? Do that? No, and I went tour. Hit that back room. You be the, I be that. We can get it. Tonight I'm on it. Tonight I'm in a zone. A bass jumping, a club pumping. It's hot. These coming in that club cause they won't try. I won't say I got a feel for you little nice, but I got a feel for you little nice. I pay the whole bill for you little nice. I do my little jig for you little nice. Then he whispered in my ear like, oh God, you know I got something for you little nice.